Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode is this cool, amazing part right here. And basically what this is an electric scooter that comes with a seat, which is pretty awesome. I actually tested the one without the seat and that one was really cool as well. But just the fact of having the option where you can actually put that seat onto this electric scooter is pretty cool. So even if you guys don't want to use the option, you guys can actually remove it. But before I talk more about the product itself, let me actually show you guys a quick unboxing of the product first to show you guys what is in the package first. Alright, so right here we have the package. Let's open up and see what the inside looks like. Alright, so we open up the package and see that there's another package or another box inside. So let's take that out as well. Alright, so you can see that once we take it out from the box, there's a box inside here, and this is what the packaging looks like right here. So what's really cool about this scooter is the fact that it has the seat on top if you guys want to use that option. If you guys want to remove that, you can definitely do that as well. So that way you can use it as a regular scooter without the seat. But let's open up the product first to show you guys what it actually looks like and what comes in the package first. Alright, so when you open up the inside, you can see that this is basically what it looks like inside. So right here is the scooter itself, and right here is the seat. And then I believe there's some other stuff like the battery, the charger, and etc. And there's also like a little toolkit right here that you can use. And right here, there's also like a user manual right here to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use the product itself. But let's take a look and see what's inside here first. So inside the toolkit itself, there's a bunch of tools. If I take it all out, this is everything that's in here. So there's like a bunch of wrenches, there's a bunch of screws that you can use to, I guess, change out the parts if you guys want to use that option. And they give you guys this little pouch that can carry with you guys anywhere to replace the seat or whatever. To see what's in here. So inside here, they do have the little charger, the cable itself that you want to use to recharge the actual scooter itself. And that is kind of like everything that's in here. So let me actually take everything out and show you guys what the product looks like. Alright, so once we take it out from the box, you can see that this is what it looks like right here. You guys can see how it's all well protected. Here's the little seat. And here's the actual bike itself, or the scooter itself. You guys can see the wheel on the scooter is quite big. And it almost looks like a motorcycle, but obviously it's not as big as a motorcycle. But definitely a really awesome scooter itself that you can see is pretty big. They managed to take out all the protective layers and then assemble it and show you guys what the product looks like. Alright, so when we take everything out, you guys can see that this is basically what the product looks like. So this is what the seat looks like right here. It definitely feels really nice. It does have a cushion on it, so it will definitely feel really comfortable when you guys sit on it. They do provide you guys some more tools here for the actual bike itself or the scooter. And they also do provide you guys some tire sealant right here for the tires as well, with all the instructions in the back to teach you guys how to use it. But this is basically what the tire looks like on the scooter. It is a 10-inch wheels, if you guys can see. Same thing for the front right here as well. It definitely is pretty high quality. And then for this area right here, you can see that there's a lot of space. So definitely you have a lot of space to put your feet on here, which is perfect, especially when you guys have a little seat right here when you set it all up. The grip right here on the handle part right here definitely feels really nice. It's definitely really comfortable if you guys can see how to design it. They do have the power switch right here, and then here's some other functionality as well. For this electric scooter, you guys do need to use a key to turn it on, which is right here, if you can see. There's probably guys two of them, so one of them for a backup, just in case. And then you can see all the gears right here in terms of the wiring and everything to power on the actual product itself. And right here is a little display screen. So this is basically what the overall product looks like in terms of the electric scooter itself that comes of the seat itself. You guys can see that's pretty portable and bring this with you guys anywhere if you guys want to. But it is a little bit heavy since it is a premium quality electric scooter. But let's set this up and show you guys what it looks like once you guys fully set it up. So the way how you guys open up this scooter is by using this red part right here. If you guys push it up, it'll loosen up this part right here so you can actually pull it up just like that. And now you guys can pull it up. So I can't do it with one hand, so let me actually open up. Alright, so I got that part loose. So what I want to do now is pull it all the way up. And it snaps in just like that. And then once you guys want to close it back up, you just want to push it back to unlock it. And then fold it back down. But I want to keep it up for now. So we got that part done. Next we want to set up this part right here with this handle. And all we need to do is just pull it out like this. And locks in. Same thing for the other side as well. Pull it up. Make sure it locks in. And you guys all set that part. And if you guys want to close back the handle, all you guys can do is just pull it that way. I can't do it with one hand right now, but if you guys just push it in that way, it should be able to fold it back in. Let me actually use two hands to push it first because I cannot use one hand. Alright, so just like this, and now you guys can fold it back up like that. Pretty easy. I definitely love how they labeled it on this one compared to the old version. Alright, so we got that part done as well. So you can see it's pretty short right now. If you guys want to make it longer or taller, you guys want to release this part right here to pull it up longer. Alright, so you can see that we made it longer now. So once you guys get the right position of how far you guys want it to go, You just want to lock this back in place right here. But this is basically what the product looks like once you guys fully set up that part right there. The only thing left that you guys have to do is to set up the seat if you guys want to use that option. But if you guys don't want to use this part, you guys can definitely take it out using the accessories and tools that they provide for you guys. But if you guys do want to use this, then you just want to set it up like this. And then you just want to clamp this part right here to make sure it's tight. So you can see this part is fully clamped in, so it should be tight and this part shouldn't be moving around. Next, you guys want to add in the seat. So you guys want to release this part right here to make it loose. And then we're going to put on the seat on top. Alright, so once we finish setting the seat and the actual scooter itself, there's a few more things we still have to set up, such as the little light right here. So in order for us to set this up, we do need to use the tools that's provided right here with the little screw. And you guys want to install that in the front right here. That's what this little slot right here is for. So for the light option right here, they do have the screw right here, which was originally right here. So you guys want to use the tools accessory right here to loosen that up. So that way you can actually put it up here. But this is basically what it looks like once you guys fully set up right here on top. And in terms of the top part right here, you can see that this is what the top part looks like. We got the brakes right here. And this one is for the front one. If you guys can see while we're pressing it, the brakes is working right there. And when we press on the other side right here, that is for this side right here, if you guys can see. So the left one is for the back and the right one is for the front. And right here we have the switch for the headlight. So if you guys turn it on and off, that is how it works for that little light right here. And right here is the signal for left and right, which is right here and right there. So that's actually pretty cool how they have the option for signaling if you guys are turning left or right. And right here we have the little horn to honk when people are in front of you or whatever. And right here is the display screen, power button, and then the mode button right here to change the different gears. And right here is the throttle, so this is where the accelerator is. So this is the button you guys want to use to accelerate the actual scooter itself. And for this part right here, you guys can adjust it how you guys want to. So if you guys want to loosen it or tighten it, you guys can do that right here to adjust this part how you guys want to. But I have it set up like this. And on the very bottom right here, you guys can see that there's some LED lights right here, and same thing on the other side as well. So that actually lights up at night, which is pretty cool as well. And right here is where to plug in the cable to charge it up. So slide it like that. Alright, so what I want to do first is to plug in the keys right here. Turn it to the right. And I want to press this button right here to turn it on. Alright, so it's on. So it actually makes that noise when you guys are using the signal right here to turn left and right. So let's say I'm turning left right here. You guys can see that light is blinking right there to let people know that's blinking left. If you change it to the other side, now change the that side right there. And then when you guys are not turning, just put it in the middle and it stops making that noise. So that's how you guys use this option right here for turning left and right. And right here, like I mentioned, is for the headlight. So once we turn it on, you guys can see the headlight turns on right there. But if we turn it off, it turns off. Let me give you guys a better point of view. So that's the headlight right there. And that's off. And then right here is the display screen right here. It shows you guys from start to 0, how many kilometers per hour, how long is your trip, and then the battery percentage right here, and then which gear you guys are on. So right now we're in gear 3. If you guys want to change it, just press M. Now you guys are on gear 1 and gear 2. And if you guys press the power button right here, it changes to different like display as well. So right there you can see. And then here's another one. Here's another option. Here's another option. And it goes back to the trip. And like I mentioned right here on top, this is the throttle. So this is the acceleration button right here. So I don't recommend using it indoor because it actually will leave a mark. So we'll definitely do a test outside later on. But this is the throttle right here. And what's really cool about the brakes option is the fact that once you guys press on it, it actually lights up the light. So if I press right now, you can see the light turns on right there. Same thing for our side. Alright. So the bottom of the LED right here is not supposed to turn on unless you guys are riding the actual scooter itself. And right here on this side of the bike, you can see that they have a stand right here, a kickstand to hold the bike if you guys want to use the option like that. But it's definitely really cool how they have the functionality for you guys to use the key options. So that way, even if someone steals your bike, they need the key to turn it on. So it's like no point for them to kind of like steal the bike unless they actually have one of these keys to use. So one last thing that I want to mention is the seat right here. If you can see, they do have the shock absorbance right here. So before I bring this out to actually test it out, I do want to show you guys how to charge the product first. So I open this part right here and then plug in the cable right here. Alright, so you can see it's charging, so that's why it's red light right here. So I believe once it's fully charged, that light should either turn off or should turn green. So we're gonna let this fully charge first before we actually go test it out. Alright, welcome back guys. So now I guess saw a quick unboxing and testing the product itself. Yes, and see it actually works pretty well. And it's so easy to set up the product. Like once you guys put in all the different parts, if you guys follow the instruction, then you guys are all set. But when I actually took a look at the instruction manual itself, it wasn't super clear. So I had to figure some of the stuff myself out. So hopefully that portion of where I showed you guys how to set up the scooter itself is helpful because like I mentioned, the instruction wasn't fully clear. But let's talk about some of the spec styles on the product itself first. So if you guys wondering how long can you actually use this scooter for, you guys can actually use it for up to 25 miles. And in terms of the gear on the product, there's actually 3 cruise mode if you guys can see. There's gear 1, gear 2, and gear 3. In terms of the speed on the product itself, it's about like 28 miles per hour, which is pretty fast. And the fact that the wheel or the tire itself is bigger than the previous version, that is actually pretty cool as well. So that way you guys can have a lot more like impact resistant or whatever. So definitely having that shock absorbent option on the seat is definitely really helpful when you guys are riding onto like bumps or like little potholes. And for this scooter itself, they saw from the test itself, it's pretty cool how they have the option for you guys to do a front brake option or a back brake option, depending on which side you guys use on the actual brake on the actual scooter itself. And in terms of how high the elevation is when you guys actually use the scooter, it said you guys can actually use it up to 45 degrees maximum. In terms of the incline on the hill itself, just make sure it's not like super steep like this, so that way it can't actually go up at all. I think a little bit is fine. But in terms of all the different parts on the handlebar and everything, you guys can actually see it on here, or you guys can find it also in the instruction manual as well. And obviously when you guys are done using the product and you guys are not using it, you guys can fold it back down just like how I showed you guys in the video, which is super cool. So it makes it a lot more portable and compact, so you guys can store it anywhere. For easy storage, I can use it again next time. But it definitely is pretty heavy compared to the previous version as well, so that's another thing to remember. So that's basically everything that's on the product itself. You guys can see that everything works pretty well. Setting up and actually putting away the scooter itself is super easy. I think it's actually a lot easier to put this one away compared to the previous version because of that little lock on the actual scooter itself is so much easier to kind of push compared to the previous version. And also another thing that I noticed for this scooter in particular is the fact that they provide you guys a lot more stuff. Like they give you guys the option for you guys to use a key. So if someone actually steals that bike, they need to get a replacement key or they need your key that you guys have to turn it on. If they don't have that option, they cannot turn it on. So that definitely is a good safety feature if someone else does want to steal your bike or scooter or whatever. But that definitely won't stop them from using the scooter itself, but they can't use the electric option unless they have a key. And you guys saw from the unboxing itself, there's a lot of different parts and like a lot of tools that they provide for you guys as well. For adjusting the tires, adjusting like the wheels, adjusting like the different seats and everything, like all different parts, setting up the little light and everything. They give you guys that toolkit, which is pretty awesome. And also that little lubricant thing that you guys can use as well to make it more smooth. So that is basically everything that's on the product itself. Now that we could unboxing and testing the product itself, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth or not. So for me, honestly, I would definitely have to say that any kind of like electric scooter in general is definitely super worth it if you guys plan on using it or if you guys need it to make your travel time a lot easier, whether you guys want to use it for going shopping, if you guys want to use it for going to work. But then obviously for those guys who don't want, that don't need one, or have need one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save the money for something else that actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.